Good morning, YouTube. Temperature today is around about minus 14 or so. So, quite cold. Minus 14, out with Wolfie. Well, about to out with Wolfie. And with Archie, the other dog. Just get my glove on here. Pardon the shakiness of the camera. Do you mind? Oh, yeah. Okay. Quite cold, and it's been snowing. We're just going now to up here where there's less chance of meeting a, well, there's no chance of meeting a car up here, so a lot easier on the thing. Have you noticed, if you've been looking or watching the live stream, the videos, you'll see I was out yesterday in Krasnosello with Valerie, my good friend, and Jason, my other good friend, and we had a smashing day yesterday. It was a great live stream. Saw some things, I showed Jason something, and he's lived in Russia for 10 years or so, but I guess he's never been to industrial areas before, where I obviously have, because I was working in construction, so industrial areas is my thing, you know. We'd never been, so I went a visit up to the my old boss's place where the power machines, which I'm still occasionally working on, only with electrics now, just to help out because nobody else can do it. So went up there yesterday. A good day. It was it was good, and he got some close up. Touchy of the machines. I think there was 4 there yesterday, 4 or 5, and some other machines as well. So touchy, feely of those machines, and it was a great day. We had 2 cafes went in yesterday. Hello, whoever's online. Say hello in the comments so I can see who's online. Say hello. And yeah, a good day yesterday. It was fun. It was a bit of a walk back yesterday. It was, yeah, I decided to walk back from Krasnosello, and it was a bit achy when I got home, but I'm okay now. It's fine. Didn't kill me. Well, half killed me. There you go. So anyway, and it's about minus 14 today. I've just run the temperature gauge. If you're just joining, about minus 14 Celsius. That is, not Fahrenheit. So fairly cold. It's cold on the old fingers. Batteries don't last long in this weather, but we're not out for long. We're only out I'm only out with the dogs in the morning just to give them a run, go to the toilet and that. So just, but it has been snowing. It's very pretty. The trees are very pretty in the snow, and there's no sign of it finishing yet. We're not seeing, but what I can tell you is, although it's minus 14, it's not as it was yesterday. It was minus 17 yesterday, so it is a little bit warmer. Not much, but it's a little bit. We didn't last night. We actually warmed up a little bit from the daytime. It was minus 17, and then what happened was cloud cover came in, snow cover came in, and when you get snow cover, the temperature rises a little bit. So it did warm up a little bit, and it got to a point last night when I got home. Obviously the wood burner was on with the briquettes. If you watch the live stream, unloading those things, and we didn't actually have to run the wood burner last night. We didn't have it running, and it was warming off. And so I set it going this morning, but only on very low, very closed up. And whatever. What are you doing? What did you see down there? Did you see a rat or a mouse or something down there? Eh? He hears these things and pounces on them. So his leg is still a little bit sore. He's still a bit limpy, but not much. He's almost healed. He didn't, only give it a bang. He's practically walking out now, just a little bit occasionally. So a few more days rest and he'll be fine. So that's what happens when you chase cars, isn't it? But it's beautiful here today. It's look at the beautiful winter scene. Not sure how you can see it. There's the sun peeping through there, or trying to. It's very nice out here today. And yeah, it's lovely. Might actually while the signal's good, I might take a wander down there to past the General's house. He's not a general, but anyway, we call him General. But see if I can get down there. It's a bit difficult to climb through all the. Basically up here. There's a ditch in the road, canal, and it's a bit difficult to get across in the snow without going arse over tit. So I'll try it, but I'm not promising I can get up there. But the other half of the settlement. And the top half of the settlement, there's no chance. The signal just dies up there. I've tried it before. And not only that, but there's dogs up there and other people's dogs. And yeah, I don't want it. So, oh, the sun is coming up there. Look, how's that for a picture? How is that for a picture? That look beautiful today. That sun's just coming up. So. It's very nice. I was up very early this morning, actually. Don't know why I couldn't sleep this morning. I woke up at 5:30, which is kind of unusual. And I've been up since then, and I've been waiting for it to get light before I can bring the dogs out. It didn't come out in the dark. And so that's why I'm out now. And it's fairly cold, but it's not that bad. I haven't looked at the news today, see what madness is going on. I keep watching it. Is it Katie Hopkins? She does the old batshit Britain. And I'm thinking, I watch her because I think she's got a good handle on the public. Pity's pity she's not in politics, isn't it, Katie Hopkins? I think Katie Hopkins. She would be a great politician. And, you know, get some sense into the place. From what I've seen. Of Britain, it's getting to a pretty desperate state. I've kind of lost touch of how poor things are getting. And somebody wrote me a lovely comment the other day. How they were. It was sad. It was lovely but sad. And somebody had been lost their home, ended up homeless in a tent with his wife on the streets, and not even enough food in the food banks to support him and his wife. Terrible situation, but I think he's okay now. I think the Salvation Army got involved and stuff. And so if you're listening, you know you are. I'm glad you're feeling. I'm glad you're in a better position now. It's a terrible thing to happen to anybody. She would make a better Prime Minister than Starmer, probably. I mean, everyone's blaming Starmer, aren't they, for the situation? But it's not Starmer. You can't blame Starmer. He is just the latest lead in a long chain of failed government, isn't it? You know, he didn't create these problems. This is a long. I put it down to the Thatcher government, where they destroyed the industry in the. And it's never been. He's a puppet. Yeah, I mean, he is. Yeah, he's an American. I'll stay there then. I'm going this way. You can come back yourself. I don't think it's successive governments have just not got a grip on the country. They're out of touch with the people. That's the trouble. They don't. And he's just one of many. I mean, if it wasn't Starmer, it'd be any of the others, you know. And they all look the same to me now. I don't see any difference in British politics. When I look at the news, I think, well, they're all the same. There's no difference. You know, if it was the Tories, the Conservatives in, or Labour, what's the difference now? Labour was supposed to be with the people, but I don't see it. I just don't see any difference. It's just another face they put as leader, and the machine still keeps grinding, still keeps destroying the country and bringing it down. You know, still mass immigration. I mean, they said Brexit was going to stop mass immigration, didn't they? Has it stopped it? Has it? Hell, there's tons of them coming in. Brexit's done nothing for the country, as far as I can see, except made it poorer. You know, it's just one successive government after the other of a complete failed system. They don't represent the people. They hate us. Just look at their actions. Don't listen to it. No, yeah, you're right. I don't believe any of them. But I'm kind of isolated here in Russia, where I don't have to put up with people like that. And I can say, I mean, Britain is one of the richest countries in the world, and to have people homeless like this, I mean, what is the government doing? You know, they can send billions and billions to Ukraine. I mean, one missile that Ukraine fails to fire at Russia would be enough to probably take the homeless off the streets. Just one. But no, they keep on, and they're just degrading the country for the sake of this, and it's galling to see it. Really, my home country, this is where I'm from, and to see it in such a state is terrible. I'm really, it upsets me to see it like that. When I see YouTube videos and there's a woman on YouTube yesterday. I was watching a video, and she went back to my hometown of Rotherham. Rotherham's, I was born in Sheffield, but I grew up in Rotherham. But Rotherham I consider my hometown. And she went back there, and she said she went into the market, and she didn't recognise the place. The heart of the place had gone. It's like, she said, it's like going into Bangladesh or somewhere. Just completely strange. Not the heart of the town had gone, and you're looking around, she's showing, homelessness and dirt, and the only college, what used to be called I think it was Thomas Rotherham College of Art. I remember when I went there, I didn't study in college, but there was a chess club there that I used to go to when I was very young. We did such things in them days, played chess, and completely closed down and boarded up. And I was like, the only college in the town, and they've closed it down. What the hell? And just left empty. And then they've got people on the streets, and youth problems and knife problems and crime problems and drug problems. I mean, what are they doing? What are they doing to the country? And it's just, it beggars me what difference there is between one politician or another. It's just the same. It's the same stuff, isn't it? Have you ever been to New York City? I'm moving there at the end of this month. No, I've never been to New York City. I've never been to America. I've been all over Europe and Middle East and whatever, but I've never been to America. So I can't tell you that. I can only tell you what I've seen on the same as you've seen on YouTube and news and that. So don't know. My ass is like a dinosaur. I've got a megasaur ass. Oh God. Wah wah wah. Nice one. And it's as bad as my jokes, isn't it? What's that? What do you call it? What's that old joke? How's it go? What do you call a blind dinosaur? Do you think Saurus Rex? That was the one, wasn't it? Back in the day. God, that's an old one, isn't it? That's as old as me. It's as old as that dinosaur, isn't it? Tumbleweed passing by. Yeah, there would be, wouldn't there? I hope to meet Russians there and have baptised Orthodox. Or into tumbleweed passing by into New York or to Russia. Not sure where you're going. You're going to America, aren't you? I don't know. I believe there is a Orthodox church there. Orthodox is kind of, yeah. I was baptized in, baptized is a different word. I was, what would you call it in English? I don't even know. Pravoslavny. I don't know what that is in English. Kind of accepted into the church, if you like, into the Orthodox Church. I'm Orthodox Russian. Orthodox Russian Church, but I'm non-religious, so it doesn't make a lot of difference to me. Throw water on me and call me names, don't matter. I ain't gonna change my mind on anything. I still don't see the world change. I see terrible things, and I'm thinking, if there was a God, why is he letting this happen? To me, it's very, very sad. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And UK is really, really... I don't think I'll be watching any more of these YouTube videos where they're going around showing how bad things are. I just can't stand it anymore. It's really depressing to see it. And I come here, you know, there's one guy going around who's showing all these forgotten towns in England, you know, coastal towns and that, and they're all the shops are boarded up and whatever, and homeless everywhere, and drug needles laying around in places, and I'm like, oh my good God. And I come here, you know, and I walk into even to the very local town here. It's not even a nothing of a town, you know. Krasny-Selo was in yesterday, and we've got shops, you know, full. There's no empty shops. There's no homeless. There's no needles laying around. It's safe. You're not going to get stabbed. And I'm thinking, you know, Russia is supposed to be, you know, full of criminals and no food in the shops and no toilets and whatever. And it's supposed to be all these things, terrible things. And I'm thinking, you know, it's kind of the reverse of where it's supposed to be. This is supposed to be bad, and England's supposed to be... Where are you two going? Come on. Where are you going? And England's supposed to be the you know, the rich country. And it's kind of on its head, isn't it? I don't understand it. You know, I don't understand why this is happening. You know, here I'm in Russia, you know, and it's supposed to be, isn't it? Empty shops and food queues and bread queues and whatever, and it's not the case. It's completely opposite. You know, we've got, you know, anything you can ask me on Russia, I can tell you. You know, you've seen it on the live streams. I've gone into town and shown you. I've been in the metro and shown you. You know, I can't. Somebody asked me. Somebody said the other day, yesterday, in fact. You know, so I was left to rot while all the illegals are housed in hotels and flats. Yeah, disgusting. I'd tell you what, I'd send the illegals back on her. Mary Hopkins said it this morning. The one I spotted her. She said it today. She said as soon as they arrive in British soil, it's taken straight to an airport, stuck on a plane, and dropped back into the nearest country where they came from. That's probably the best option. And yet they spend years going through asylum processes. You know, coming over on a boat. They're supposed to stay in this. But if you're claiming asylum, you're claiming asylum in the first safe country. So they arrive in France, they should stay in bloody France. Come on. This way, come on. Jackie, come on. Come on then. We're going back, we're not going back yet. No, we're not going back yet, come on. So you can run, can't you? Come on then. Come on then. You come on then. He's got a bit of a limp, but he's running fine. So it's fine. Come on then. They'll be called intolerant. They'd rather let the culture rather be called. I mean, yeah. Am I intolerant? Yes, I am. I would be sent. It's not just illegals and immigrants is the problem, is it? That's not it entirely. Countries always need immigrants and illegals. I'm an immigrant, you know. I'm an immigrant to Russia, but my dad on my dad's side, they were immigrants from Lithuania, from Russia to England. So I've come back. I've brought the family back. But you know, so immigrants are always needed. It's just, you know, you need fresh blood in the country. You need ideas from other places, fresh talent. You need it. It has to come. Come on, we're not going down there. Вы говорите по-русски, да, могу. You need immigrants in any country, in any society. You need fresh perspective on things. But what they're doing in England is they're bringing mass migrants in who are uneducated and useless to society. And, you know, нет как так. Okay. Нет так как. So, you know, they're bringing in... you know, they're bringing in mass immigration without any control. Russia has immigration, but it's under control. You know, when I came here, I didn't just come over on a bloody rubber boat. You know, I had to go through a whole shitload of documents and paperwork and Russian language exams, and it was, you know, it's not an easy process to emigrate to Russia or any country except for England, where you apparently can come on a rubber dinghy and that's it, you're in. You know, why have they got this under control? They've got a Royal Navy. Get the boats out, get them stopped. You know. But that is not the problem. That is not the problem with England. That is not it. It's not the entire picture. What England's got, as far as I can see, is a degradation of society where you've legalised, or basically legalised, soft drugs such as cannabis, spice, and all these kind of things. What I'm seeing. So there's something in there, isn't there? You've seen something. There's something in there. What is it? Rat or something? What is it in there? Go on then. Dig it out then. Is it a rat? Go on then, get it out then. Get it out then. What you found? Something in there. Law-abiding immigrants, not ones that go against the civilization that is already there. They import their own laws and way of living, not to mention the crimes on women and children. It's so wrong. I absolutely agree. Where is this? This is Russia. I'm in Russia. This is my wolf dog. This is Russia. This is almost just outside of St Petersberg in Russia. I'm an English guy who lives here in Russia. You can check my channel if you like and see my profile. There's a story there, origin story there, which I've just done. And there's videos on what I'm doing. Building a house in Novgorod, just away from, about 300 kilometers away from here. I'm leaving this because this forest is not going to be a forest. It looks foresty now. It looks very nice, but the trees are very young. If you notice, they're very thin. And the reason is because these are building plots, and this is all going to be turned into housing. All of it. All this forest is going to disappear. Individual plots, but it's all going to be housing. And it's urbanisation that I don't want to be around. This road here, well, we had fly tippers in the other day, did I? If anybody's watching, nice. They came in the night and they dumped that lot of bloody builders rubbish there, so we've got to pay to get it. Not me personally, but as a settlement, we have to pay to get this removed now, which is very nice of them. They came in the night. Don't know how they got into the settlement because there's a gate down there, but somebody let them in, and they come and dump that bastards there. So that's got to be cleaned up. But so Russia doesn't always, it isn't. I mean, Russia's perfect. You know, it's not. There's not unicorns running around this forest, and we do get fly tippers. So, you know, but somebody said to me yesterday, I only show the good bits. No, I show all the bits, but I can only show you what I see. You know, but, I can't show you. Somebody said, "Where's all the poor areas?" There is no poor areas in Russia. You know, it's just nonsense. It doesn't exist. You know, there's no bad areas, drug areas, because the drugs here. This is what I think is a big problem with UK getting soft on. One, on this, where you're afraid to say anything where you offend somebody. I mean, what was I reading the other day that somebody, it was in the news actually, and I mean, I don't know if this is true or not. I can't say because I don't know. But I think it was published in the Telegraph and it was online. That the leader of the Green Party is now under scrutiny because she refused to call somebody by their pronouns, which they had taken as, I don't know how to pronounce this, it's fair or something, like pronouns of a fairy. Somebody identifies as a fairy, and she refused to call them by their fairy pronouns, and she's now under investigation, the leader of the Green Party. I mean, I don't know how true that is, but what a state of the world we're living in, where, you know, leaders of political parties come under threat of being arrested or whatever for not calling somebody a fairy. I mean, Jesus Christ almighty, where is the world coming to? That is going beyond a joke, isn't it? I mean, we had the, what was it on the news the other, maybe a couple of years back now, where some teacher got sacked for not letting the kids identify as cats and losing it. And there was something about a cat litter box in the toilet. Apparently that was fake, but, you know, Probably end up in prison. You know what I mean? I don't know. True. I mean, I can't say if it's true or not. I'm only seeing news from this side. I don't watch the BBC. I don't. You know, but last thing I'd want to watch. You know. So I get very little news actually. But it's not a case of not being able to get news. I've got access. I can watch British TV if I want to. I can watch it down. You can go on the internet and watch English TV if you want to. You know, live broadcast. We don't have licensing here, but I've no interest in it. You know, so just got you. You have a different accent, but this looks like my life. Oh yeah, that was fake, dumb, smooth British, if to believe that. I don't know. Yeah, I think the cat thing was true. She did get in trouble for the cat for not allowing them to identify as cats or whatever it was. But the cat litter thing wasn't true. They'd made that, some newspaper had made that up. They hadn't got a cat litter tray in the toilet. But it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they did do that. I mean, how bonkers can you get? Batshit bonkers Britain, innit, you know? You know, are you aware that you're in a rogue state? I'm in a rogue state, okay. What's a rogue state? A teacher at a new college Swindon got the sack for using a pupil's pronouns. Are you in the UK? No, this is Russia. This is Russia. Russia. I'm English, but I live in Russia. I've been here a long time. I've been here 15 years odd. You can go and check the profile, the origin story on the channel. See how I got here if you're interested. Ex-army, ex-military, veteran if you like. And so, yes, I'm in Russia. And you can see I'm not being, you know, I've shown the live streams, I've done all that, showing you all the good things of Russia. I can't show you any bad areas because there isn't any, you know. Some said what was it something come out with yesterday? The shop I was showing was an AI shop. I was like, how the hell how do you do a live stream and put an AI shop into a live stream? I don't know how that's possible, but anyway. Russia is a rogue state. Why is Russia a rogue state? Go on. Spit it out. Come on, get it out. It's okay. I don't... Beautiful dogs. Yep, they are nice dogs. What's your dog? I got a mutt in Canada who looks just like a... Oh, they're both male. He is a Volkasov, so wolf dog. He's a crossbred wolf and... Probably, what do you call it? Retriever. Probably a retriever and wolf mix. They were bred for the Russian military and basically as working dogs. And my neighbour got him, given, an old guy. And he died when this pup was only one and we inherited him. So, but yeah, he's a wolf dog. So. They're invading another country. Who's invading another country? Come on, you're going to say something, say it. No, don't tell me the identity as a she, don't misgender. You know, he's a boy, we don't. Well, he's got nuts, okay? That means he's a boy. You got nuts, you're a boy, right, dog? Yeah, if you ain't got nuts, you're not a boy. Unless you've had the nuts chopped off and you're being on your last warning if you don't calm down your behaviour. You will be turned transgender, dog, if you have your nuts removed. So, yeah, he's on his warning about having his nuts off, aren't you? Eh? Yes. Wolf dog breeding here is illegal in towns and cities, and he shouldn't really be here. But hey, we inherited him. We didn't know what it was at the time, so. Really, he should be neutered now, and to prevent accidental breeding. Definitely, people they see him and say, "Oh, it can breed with my dog." No, it can't. We're not having that. I'm not having any more of these dogs. He's a great dog. I mean, he's a faithful dog, but he's got a wild streak in him. There's that wolf streak in him that's kind of unpredictable, and I wouldn't recommend anybody to have one of these dogs. It'll be the last one I ever have anyway. Are you a Z advocate? What's a Z advocate? Tell me. Good morning from Essex, England. Good morning, Essex, England. this is not live. It's not live. What is it then? If it's not live, it's not live. If it wasn't live, right? Tell me this: if it wasn't live, how would I be able to respond to your text if it wasn't live? Tell me, how could I do that if it wasn't live? It would have to be recorded somewhere and then voice over the video, wouldn't it? But there again, if I was to do that, you wouldn't be able to hear my boots in the snow, would you? So it's a really silly thing to say, isn't it, that you're not live. I mean, I had it yesterday. Someone said I was showing an AI shop or something, whatever it was. It's just nonsense. Where about in Russia is this? Crazy, looks like Canada, could be my backyard. This is just outside of St Petersberg. It's about 12 kilometers outside St Petersburg. And it's a place called Gorelova. It's my settlement. It's not the one I'll be living in permanently once. I've been here a long time, but we are moving to Novgorod. Looks like rather cold. It's about minus 14 around the moment Celsius. That's what the temperature is. Not that cold. But would I get XP if you weren't? Would I get XP if you weren't? No idea. Could be. Not sure. Why would I get XP if you weren't? XP? What's XP? I don't know what XP is, sorry. You'd have to explain yourself and let me know what XP is. I don't know. Fair play for you for moving there. Mate, looks gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I mean, you got to remember, when I moved here, I didn't move here during the war. I moved here, I've been here 15 years. I was here a long time before. And when I came here, Britain and England were best of friends. If you can remember, the British, I think it was the Coldstream Guards, marched on Red Square at the Second World War memorial, Remembrance Day. They were on Red Square. They marched across Red Square. They were invited and they came. Britain and Russia were in best of friends. So, I came here a long time before any of the Ukraine stuff. What's your dog name? His name is Jackie Chan. His name. I usually watch Survival Russia. He from Norway. Survival Russia. Survival Russia. I'm not doing survival. Minus 14 because you and your dog are alive. Maybe. Yeah, we're. I mean, the coldest here. I mean, it was minus 17 yesterday. It was cold yesterday, and there was a breeze, and it really did feel it. And it's the snow clouds came in. Look at it up here. The snow clouds came in, and it warmed up a couple of degrees. And last night we didn't have to have the wood burner on. So that tells you kind of, it warmed up a little bit. Minus 14 is kind of normal. And next week it's going to jump up again. It's going to be in the minus 1 to 2. What breed's your dog? It's a wolf dog. What's the vodka like, fella? The vodka is like vodka. It's the same everywhere. Vodka, that's why they call it vodka. There's all different ones. There's lady vodkas and gents vodkas and filtered vodkas and all that kind of stuff. But whatever. I'm not really a vodka drinker, not anymore. I mean, certainly not now. Now I had a micro stroke last year, so I'm certainly not be drinking anything anymore. Sort of light beer in summer is about my limit. You thought you minus 40. I'm like, nah, we both know what minus 40 was like. No, not minus 40, minus 14. I drink vodka with cream soda. Well, over it, so okay, a bit of Russian culture for you. So in Russia, spirits are not drunk with mixers. They are drunk in a stopka. A stopka is a shot glass, and it's just necked back. That's it. That's how it's drunk. It's not sipped or anything like that. It's necked back, and if you knock it back and then you eat something like traditionally it's salted gherkins, which I find revolting, but anyway. But salted gherkin and vodka, knocked back is kind of the way they do it. But are there many fishing opportunities where you are? Yes, there's lots of fishing opportunities. There's no licensing here. You can fish where the hell you want. There's no restrictions on that. This is St Petersberg, right? If you look at the channel, look at the story where I'm going to. I'm building a house. I'm building a second house. This is my first house here. Building my second house up in Novgorod, and up there We will be right beside a massive lake, it's a 50-kilometre long lake called Lake Ilmen. You can look at it on the map if you want, near Novgorod. Velika Novgorod. Have a look at there. And we're about 10 minutes in the car from that. So we eventually plan on getting a boat and a nice big chunky motor and get out on the lake there. That is licensable. You can't just jump in boats, and they have to be registered as well if they're over a certain horsepower on the engine. I think it's 9.9. So everyone has 9.9 litre motors and doesn't have to register the boats. But there is a licensing for it, so you can't just go mad. Gorky. Oh, that sounds lovely. It is lovely. I will do live streams from there this summertime. I promise you I will. I said I was doing it last year. I'd never done it. I was just too into the build. But it's gorgeous up there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Very quiet up there. There's areas around the lake. There's all cliffs around the lake. And it's absolutely, honestly, it's so beautiful up there. So quiet and lovely. Can't wait to get up there permanently. And it's only 10 minutes from the house. It's kind of straight down the road and you're there, you know. It's dead straight road to it from my place. So we will be going there. Hopefully this season 3 coming up, when this snow is finished, we will be going straight back to Novgorod for season 3 of the build. My season 3 if you like, of the build, where we will be going straight to, there's material laying there already, nice and covered up and drying out, so straight onto the stud in all the walls, if you've been following the series, and the window and the top plate, and then on with the roof, or parts of the roof. Hopefully, I'm not promising, but this year I'm hoping to get the complete frame done. Maybe the roof on, the metal roof on, maybe. That's not a promise, no, I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'm hoping to get up to at least get membrane on the roof and all the stud work done on the roof, and then hopefully the following spring, probably tin work, windows, and start the installation of the house the following year. So look at 2 more years yet before we can get up there permanently. Mom sogois calidus per venas means fruitpod. You writing in Latin? Luminem luminae gratiam det corporitu et aname. It sounds Latin to me. It doesn't even look I thought Italian. I thought, no, that looks Latin to me. You were writing in Latin. You've got Google Translate going there, probably. I can't use Google Translate. I'm on a telephone, obviously. So I can't do that. I'm just out for a chat. Come on this way. Hey, come on then. Come on then. I want to keep these up. Come on then. Come on then. Come on, Jackie. Come on then. Come on then. Come on then. Take a chance. Chick. Come on then. Looking at me like, it's time to go home. Where are you going? It's time to go home. Looking at me like, so, you know, look, they're confused. They're like, you go home at this point. You know, we go down here and we go home, we're getting the warm again. No, we're going out up here. Come on then. Come on, Jackie. Do you think they want to go home? Like, I've had enough now. No, come on. Come on then. Come on, Jackie. Here he comes. Come on then. Come on then. I'm going to keep you out for a while. Keep you, because basically he's started chasing cars and it's become a pain in the ass. He's going to get himself really injured. And it's annoying the neighbours as well. So I'm not letting him out. Like I used to just let him out in the forest and they could wander about and do what they wanted because nobody else lived here. We were the only ones here. But now it's starting to get urbanised and people are starting to move in here and build and whatever. And it's now impossible for me to do that. So I'm keeping them out a while and then they'll be in for the rest of the day and then they'll come out this evening. Do you have to do that? Come on! There's a constant, I don't know if you're looking, there's a constant stream of cars coming up through the settlement down there, that part of the settlement, and so I can't let them roam in the forest anymore as I used to do. So, you know, following now, hooray! Another subscriber, that's great. Really are lovely dogs. They are lovely dogs. He's a lovely dog. He really is. He's a gorgeous dog. He's a bit gangly, aren't you? Gangly. He's longer than a German Shepherd, and he's gangly. He's kind of long legs, you know, and that's typical wolf dog. Typical wolf. Do we have to have this? Are we after having this? Yeah, is that it? Finished? Finished? Is that it? Go on. Good lad. But he does do some funny things. He's a big boy. He does fun. What have you got? What have you got? Die Palki. Gdzie Palki? Huh? Die Palki. Find a stick. Gdzie Palki. Palki is Russian for stick. And he's bilingual. He's a bilingual dog. What you got? That's not a stick. Yeah, go on then. In fact, you wouldn't even understand what a stick is, you know. So. How do you find living in Russia being a former British citizen? Do you hate us as much as mainstream media make out? Do I hate you? Do I hate Britain? No, I do not. Britain's my home country. Mainstream media lies to you, okay? That's fact. If you come to Russia as a foreigner, and come as a holiday, right? Just as a vacation or holiday, and you come to Russia thinking that people are going to hate you, and you're going to find the KGB following you, and all the rest of it. It's complete bollocks, honestly. KGB doesn't exist, hasn't existed for 35 years, so that's rubbish. That's the first one. That people I keep getting that same old thing, KGB, don't exist anymore. Russians will treat you just as you treat them. That's it. They're ordinary people. There's good and there's bad. There's dickheads and there's fantastic people. But generally, on the whole, very much like British people or Australian people, very kind of similar kind of, in the hospitality ways, they're like Brits, you know. You go into the house to give you a cup of tea, you know, kind of thing. If you're stuck on the side, if you can imagine England or Australia 20 or 30 years ago, that's kind of the way you're looking. Where people, if you're on the bus or the train and there's a lady standing, shut up. Men will stand for girls, for ladies. An old lady who's on the bus, the young guys will get up and give her their seat. That's the kind of mentality. If you see some lady struggling with a pram going downstairs, somebody will give them a hand. If you see an old person struggling with a bag going through the metro, you'll carry it for them. Kind of that way, you know. It's kind of like England 20 years. Absolutely agree, yeah. The British people are fantastic people, and, you know, I'm one. There you go. Am I British? Kind of, yeah. I'm mixed Lithuanian background, actually. I'm fully British, but my father's side, my mum's, she was Anglo-Saxon, 100%. You know, they were from Sussex, 100% Anglo-Saxons. But my dad's side, they were from Lithuania, when it was part of the Russian Empire, so, you know. But hey! We're having this all the time. Shut up! Jackie! Oh, God's sake. Get. What? Gdzie Palki? Come on. Gdzie Palki? Come on. Gdzie Palki? Daj Palki. Find something to sniff. I thought as much the media lies so much and love sowing seeds of division and creating totalitarian order. Sorry, I'm British, but I was curious. I feel you get lied to about Russia. Of course, you get lied to. Everything. I honestly laugh at some of the things they come out with. There was something about no toilets in Russia. I mean, what a kind of load of rubbish is that? You know, complete and utter nonsense. And then the other one was that Russia is run out of weapons and they're attacking with shovels. You know, come on, get with it. You know, it's just what the hell? Why? How do they think this stuff up? And then some clever journalist went to the border of Russia. I think it was Kazakhstan and Russia. And at the border of Kazakhstan and Russia, there is a petrol station. And it's the last petrol station before you cross the border. And the petrol is cheaper on the Russian side than it is on the Kazakh side. And so what does everybody do? They buy the petrol before they go across the border. And then when the Kazakhstanis come into Russia, what do? First thing they do, they fill up at the first petrol station. So, yes, there's a queue at the border petrol station. And guess what? Some journalist went up there, took a picture of this queue, and then put it out that Russia's running out of petrol. And all the mass media took it on and believed it. And all the suckers who took it all in and believed that this garbage, you know. Oh my God, how stupid do they need to be? Well, anyway, my rant over. Labour or Tories, what's the difference? What's the difference these days? Is there a difference? Traditionally, Labour. Traditionally, I'm working class, and I believe in people. I'm traditionally socialist, my leanings. But now, I can't see a difference between Labour and Tories. It's just the same thing with a different colour. Labour wear red, Tories wear blue, and that's the only difference. The colour, you know, they're the same, aren't they? The same people, the same thing. I mean, and now you've got ones going into Reform UK, you know, into Farage's mad crap party that's not going to get anywhere, probably. You know, and what have you got in there? You've got a mixture of law. He's going now to Reform. So if Reform is so, people want, Reform's going to save UK, and Reform's going to come in and they're going to do all this and that. But guess what? It's the same bloody MPs from the other parties that are going into Reform because they think Reform's got a chance of winning the election. So you tell me if Reform's going to do a lot. I doubt it. I doubt very much. I think the only thing that will ever, probably the only hope for the UK to get anywhere and do anything was somebody like Corbyn, somebody like that who really cared about the people, who cared about the country, and he was trashed, weren't he? So you know, it happens. Or some strong leader, and I don't see that the UK has got a strong leader. I don't know of anybody in the UK, any strong leader that could be George Galloway, but he's away with the fairies, isn't he? You know, he'd be taking a personal pronoun fairy soon as well, like that bloody one. You know, he was just in Russia the other day, actually, some economic forum. But yeah, I can't see any difference, honestly. Labour, Tory, the same thing. What you need is somebody like, what do you call him, Sturgeon, you know, the Scottish Independence MP. She was a fantastic woman, wasn't she? You know, although she wanted independence, but she was, you know, made of fire, weren't she? Somebody like that on the British side would make a difference, I think. But as it is now, I can't see any difference whatsoever. Same bloody lot. One side's doing the same thing. You know, we're going to stop immigration. Yeah, the boats are still coming. We're going to build houses. Yeah, there's no houses being built. We're going to lower prices, and prices are still going higher. You know, we're going to lower taxes, taxes are still going higher. I can't see anything that, you know, we're going to give the pensioners £1 a week in their pension. They're going to be £1 off a week better, but we're going to raise the TV licence by another 10 quid a year, you know. You know what? You take it with one hand, give it with one hand, take it with the other, don't they? That's a typical way. But anyway, it's been a fun rant, hasn't it? It's been a fun interaction today. But do you like this AI? Does it look like AI? Does it? Someone said yesterday it was an AI shop. So I didn't think they said it was an AI shop. I think it was what was it, a propaganda shop or something, or not real or something. I don't know. And I was joking with Jason. I was out with yesterday. I thought it was an AI shop. It's it was funny. But yeah, no, I can't see any difference between the parties, to be honest. They're all the same nonsense. And yeah, I think the best thing, and even if Reform gets into power, I don't vote, by the way. I'm not in England. I don't think it's right that somebody who doesn't live in England should be able to vote. I need to vote here. you know, because this is where these are the people who are going to, the Russian politicians are the people who are going to represent me, my interests, not the British politicians. They're not going to represent me. So I'm not going to vote. I won't do a proxy vote or a postal vote or anything like that. I think that's right for anybody who's leaving a country permanently. I mean, I've took citizenship here, I'm dual citizen. I think anybody who takes citizenship in another country shouldn't be voting if they're not living in the country. Because, yeah, it's really the people who live in the country who affects the vote affects. And those are the people, those politicians they're voting for are there to represent them. So how could I vote? Hey! No. No. A dog down there. No, we don't want that. Arctic? No. Go away. No. Hey, no. Jackie, come here. Jackie! No. Arctic, come on. This way. Jackie, come on. Arctic! Jackie, Arctic, come on. Arctic, come on. Come on this way. Come on then. Come on then. Jackie, Arctic. Hey. Come on. This way. He's got a big mastiff thing down there and I'm not having that. Come on. Arctic, Jackie. Come on. Come on. Come on then. Come on then. We'll stay up here and let them clear off. Come on. Come on. Come on. We'll wait up here, let them clear off, and then we'll go back down in a bit. We're not having that Labour authorities near them. So, yeah, it looks amazing. It is nice. It is nice. It's getting cold now, and I'm wanting to go back, and that dog's down there. He's walking his dog, and he's got a massive, it's a Makita, something like that, and it's a beast of a dog. And my two have a go at it, and he's much bigger than them, and he has had about 3 bites on him now from that dog. And it's the dog's not even aggressive, it's these two idiots, especially him. He has a go at this other dog and the other dog bites him and he gets bite marks on him. It's not serious, but it's you know, so it's when I see them I avoid them at all costs. He was letting it run around, but now he's got it on a lead, so we don't want anything like that. You're in England. No, this is Russia. This is Russia. You don't get snow like this in England anymore, do you? No. This is Russia. This is Russia. This is coming from Leningrad oblast, or about 12 kilometers outside of St Petersberg. Leningrad oblast, where I am, is where I live. You can look at the channel and you can see, if you look at the origin story, see where I came from, you can see what I'm doing. Building a house, a second house in Novgorod. This was second house, not the first house. First house I built here in St Petersberg down there, and I'm building the second house in Novgorod, which is very nice, which I'm doing on 1 pension, by the way. So that tells us something about the cost of living here, doesn't it? That I'm able to do that and live on a pension. I don't work anymore. I did work. To be honest, I'd like to get working actually, because it would really help with the build. It would really progress things off to a. If I was working now, I'd be buying a lot of stuff in over the winter time, and because I'm not working, I can't. I'm having to slow down. So probably finances will slow the build down more than anything, more than actual physical work. Although there is a lot of physical work to do in it, obviously, an awful lot. But it's going to take us a while yet, you know. How is there? It's good. It's about -14 over here. Good morning from Rochester, New York, USA. Hello, America. How you doing over there? I hope you're getting better weather, because you had a terrible snowstorm, didn't you? America's been where was it? I've forgotten now. Utah, was it? We had the terrible snowstorms and people are having terrible time. So I hope everyone's okay over there and not suffering with the snow. I know you're not used to that kind of weather. We're kind of used to it, and we're kind of prepared for it every year, and doesn't really bother us so much. But when it comes to a country where it's not expected like that, then yeah, terrible things to happen. People getting blocked in on roads and all kinds of things. Come on, you two, we'll go back down. We'll see if you should have fucked off by now. pardon my French. Come on then. We had a beautiful snowstorm. Yeah, it was terrible. I did say it's still snowing here now. We've had a good dollop. I think it's probably the same snowstorm actually that's hit over here as well. I'm tropical here, Jamaica. Jamaica. I was in Jamaica some years back. I spent some bit of time in Jamaica. I was in a place called, let me think, hold on, where was I in Jamaica? Port Antonio in Jamaica. If you know that place, that's where I was. Wonderful place. But I'd love to see this. Yeah, Port Antonio's where I was. That's the place. And of course Kingston. Passed through Kingston, but not very much because Kingston is a dodgy place, isn't it? It was very dangerous back in the day. But Port Antonio was the place. Summer in South Africa. I wish it was summer. This snow's all okay, you know. It's okay for 5 minutes, then you're like, yep, fed up with it. You're like, I'm fed up with the cold, and I'm fed up. I don't want it anymore. And it's going to get to a point where the temperature is going to start to rise, and because we've had a lot of snow this year, more than usual, what could happen is it's all going to melt, and it's going to go into a horrible gunge on the roads, and it could take ages for it to dry. And I am concerned that in Novgorod, where I'm building my house, that the ground is going to be very wet for a long time this year. And if it is wet for a long time this year, that means the summertime we're going to be having havoc with mosquitoes, because obviously mosquitoes breed in pools of water and stuff, stagnant water, and if there's a lot of water after the snow, they're going to be infested. Any bit of water that's laying is going to be infested with mosquitoes. So I'm expecting either a very wet when we go back, or it to be covered in mosquitoes this year. So I'm not looking forward to that. But hey, that's life. Take the good with the bad, don't you? Brrr. You like imperialist dog. Russia seems to be devil cold. It is cold. We take your country. You not take Russia. It's very unlikely any country will ever take Russia. Napoleon tried it, and the Germans tried it, and they didn't get very far, did they? And the Mongols took it for a long time, and they lost as well. Nobody's ever taken it. It's like Afghanistan. Nobody's ever managed to take it. It's too big. It's too big, and basically every Russian will fight to the death, no matter what. And you're seeing that in the Russian-Ukraine war, where the Ukrainians who should have given up and surrendered he's come back telling them, come on, it's time to go back, I'm getting cold. You should have surrendered and saved their lives, and are fighting to the last bullet, and it's costing them their lives. It's bad. English man, we take your land. No, you're not. England, probably. Yeah, you've got England, you can have that. Sad to see it, but it's been taken over, hasn't it? Is there any English people left in England anymore? Not many. And somebody's writing in Chinese. Libertarian. I can't read Chinese. I can read Chinglish, which is like, but liberty cow. I'm a coward. Why am I a coward? Tell me why I'm a coward. Tell me that. Tell me why I'm a coward. Come on. If you're gonna troll me, you might as well tell me something. You might as well troll something useful. And so far, you've failed. You've written some rubbish, and then you've written some rubbish in Chinese, and you say yourself. Say what? Am I a coward? I spent 17 years in the British Army, thanks. Is that a coward? Did I serve the British country, my home country? Yes, I did. Did you? Have you served your country? I wonder. So what's the next strategy of Russia? The next strategy, I have no idea. You'd have to ask somebody much higher up than me. I'm a nobody. Why would I know? Where's this? You out in that kind of cold, you are not a coward. It's only about -14, it's not that cold. It's not like, it's not death cold, unless you were sitting down in it. It's warm enough to keep moving. Keep moving, you're fine. But, So, you know, I can't tell you what the next strategy of Russia is. I don't know. No idea. I think that they're trying to get peace. Trying to get peace. I think that's the strategy. They're trying to want peace. Whether it's going to happen or not, I don't know. If it doesn't happen, then you're looking at if this peace process doesn't happen, I think personally, my honest opinion is that Odessa will fall. After Odessa's fallen, Ukraine will probably cease to exist as a state, or at least a very, very tiny state in the west of Ukraine. It'll be a tiny slither left. Everybody else will come and take a piece. Hungary will take a piece, Romania will take a piece, Poland will take a piece, and Russia will take a big piece. And there'll be nothing left of it. It'll disintegrate into nothing. That's my opinion. Yeah, but so pray for the peace process, you know. Experience there, we thought so. Where is this place? This is Russia. Wind chill not bad. Not too bad. No, there's no wind today. So mad grey. Isn't YouTube banned if someone reports this your door get kicked in? No. No. I stand by Ukraine, brave nation. Well, you can stand wherever you like. You know, I don't hate Ukraine. I don't hate Ukrainians. I hate their Nazi leader. And if you think he's not a Nazi, and if you think they're not Nazis, then you're a fool. Ukraine bombed Donbass for 8 years before Russia came into the war. And the BBC and all their media was saying how the Nazis in Ukraine were terrible and what they were doing. And then suddenly it switched. Oh, suddenly they've all got halos on. And Russia's the bad guy. So, you know, wake up and look at the news. I mean, maybe you're not old enough to remember 14 years ago. I don't know. You know. I thought it's called marathon. So you are the only one outside. No, I'm not. No, there's plenty of people about. If I was going to town, it'd be full of people. Showed it yesterday. It was -17 yesterday, and it was full of people. So you know, no, not the only one. It's not that cold. -14 is not that cold. Believe it or not, it is not cold. But I will go back now and I will show you the temperature gauge and see what exact temperature it is on the house. They've got one on the side of the house. I'll show you the temperature when I close off the stream, because obviously it's not that cold, but I'm feeling a little bit chilly. I'm not dressed to come out for a long period of time. I'm only out here for a walk in the dogs. About -14. We'll have a look here. We'll have a look at the thermostat on the wall down here. Have I heard something? But it's you're whining. It's a dog whining. He's like, oh, I want to go home now. It's cold. It's cold. Go on then. That's my van. It's still broken. I might do a live stream fix on that when I get around to fixing it. But not while it's snowing, that's for sure. Let me get my glove off here. And I'll show you this. This is before. Ooh, the thing's falling over. Let me show you the thermostat before I cut this live stream off. Before I go in. Yeah, you're getting cold, aren't you? And I'll show you this here thermostat. Why not?